Hey guys. Wow, it's been a while, huh? So sorry about that. I was sick for a couple weeks with respiratory infection and like I briefly mentioned, just all the crazy chaos going on in my life. Um, I found it difficult to sit down. Well, I'm always sitting. Um, Crip joke. Uh, but to get there and focus and actually talk about something with some substance. So I think what I'm going to talk about today is frustration and inspiration. And this is what I mean by that. Another reason why I've been a little vacant lately is because I've been really frustrated with my body. Um, as a lot of you know, SMA is a spinal muscular atrophy, is a progressive disease. And I've been very healthy and still pretty much on the same level and plateau that I have been for years. Um, but the only working muscle I have left is my index finger on my left hand. It's how I drive my wheelchair. It's how I use my mouse, which is one of those amazing touchpad mouses. I think they're called Magic Touchpad from Apple. Man, I'm telling you, thank the gods for the Apple store because they are very uh, good with accommodating people with disabilities. They have really great ideas. Um, anyway, sidetrack. See, my brain's everywhere. Uh, I was getting to a little bit of a dark space about it. Um, I am diagnosed with depression. Nothing super major that I aren't able to manage. But it's been also difficult with the way that the weather's been, and I'm sure anyone that has any sorts of depression or seasonal depression understands where I'm coming from. And I felt very trapped, and because I can't, just go for a walk because there's snow everywhere and it's freezing to death, and there's no sidewalks plowed, so it's really dangerous. And luckily, I've been counting a lot on the local ADA transportation, which has been great because it's enabled me to get out of the house some and um, spend time with my love, which is just the best thing ever, as I've mentioned. Um, so, you know, like I mentioned in previous posts, I'm not someone who likes to think negatively. I don't like to let my mind get to that space, and because I very much believe in what you think about and what you put out in the universe is what will come back to you. So I needed to cut the bullshit with the negativity because that's not what I want. There's so many things that I want right now that I need to be focusing on, so I can get the universe to listen. And so one day I was sitting with my buddy, and uh, I was like, you know what, let me give this a try. I used to be a big drawer and writer. I still write, but anyone who is a writer understands what I mean when it comes to uh, the actual physical act of writing, putting that pen to the paper, and how amazing that feels. So um, he ended up taping a mechanical pencil to that finger I was telling you about, and I came out with a pretty cool drawing. Um, nothing outstanding, but I was pretty impressed with myself. And I wish I could show you right now. If I'd planned out better, I would have been like, and cue, the helper, and show the paper. But, all right, maybe I'll show you next time. also because I'm getting back into watercolor painting, which is something that I used to enjoy very much so. Um, but I get very exhausted and have a very difficult time holding a pen, paintbrush, and whatnot. So the maintenance man here in my building was also um, teaches the art class. We talked about trying to paint with my mouth, and I was like, why not give it a shot? Unfortunately, my head doesn't move at all, as I'm sure you can tell. That's it. So it had to be all about the mouth movement. Now, luckily, that's one of the muscles I have left, and my tongue is still decently strong. So being able to hold the paintbrush in my mouth and then use my tongue to move it around and whatnot. I'm almost done with the painting. It only took me 2 sessions, two like hour and 15-minute sessions. A couple touch ups I still want to do, but I'm pretty proud of myself. And I've always considered myself to be artistic, so being able to pull myself out of this place and realize that there are still plenty of things that I can do that I enjoy. I just have to learn how to do it in a different way. And it really helps when you have an inspiration as well, which I mentioned at the beginning. I the drawing I ended up doing was um, for my girlfriend, and I just remember, you know, feeling so much accomplishment, feeling so much passion, and so happy and like proud, and couldn't wait to be able to show her, you know, what I was able to do for her. Um, you know, obviously she is 150% accepting of me and my physical limitations. You know, she said to me before, I wouldn't, you know, I'd love you if, you know, nothing moved. Um, and I'm very lucky and to have her love, her unconditional love. And I'm very thankful and grateful because she is, whether directly or indirectly, really helped me to pull myself out of this winter depression or whatever it is. Um, and the BS with beating myself up because there's nothing I can do about my disability. It's not going to get any better. And not to be morbid, but it's only going to get worse. Um, and, you know, as my girlfriend says, it is what it is, what it is. So you just got to learn how to make it work. And yeah, so I'm feeling really good about, you know, focusing on positive things and getting myself to express what's going on inside me in an artistic way again is definitely very helpful. Um, so I guess I just, you know, two things. Just wanted to share that. Well, three things. I wanted to share that. I wanted to know, you know, if you guys have experienced similar, you know, feelings. And, you know, obviously we know that SMA is a progressive disease. Most muscular dystrophies are. And, you know, what was it like for you when you lost a certain ability, and what did you do? What did you do to pull yourself out of that and or adapt to make it work for you? Um, Probably my biggest thing that I want to figure out is I was a really big gamer, and man, do I miss playing video games. But my fingers just do not work when it comes to a video game controller. And I know that there are things out there, but they're very expensive. And I don't want to order something without knowing for sure that will work for me. So please, if you know anything about that, send the info my way. Um, and lastly, just keep thinking positively, because really, I had a moment, like I said, when I was sitting there drawing that picture for her, and painting that painting with my mouth. I was just like, wow, like I am still able to do this. I just had to learn how to do it in a different way. And being able to feel inspired and open myself up again in that kind of way has felt incredible. And I want to thank you for that, my love. So that's pretty much where I'm at. Like I always say, please ask questions, start dialogue. Nobody really ever does, except for one of my friends, which I appreciate. Um, but that's what I want this to be about. So please, anything. So something like less than 30 days till spring. We can do it. We can do it. All right. Hang in there, guys. Peace, love, and I'll talk to you next time.